Welcome commanders to Saturday Skirmishes. In our first battle here, we've got Salez on the right hand side bringing a deadly looking railfan orbiter with a pretty nice looking paint job, and his teammate Gleeding bringing another railfan called the magnetic stick, albeit slower and with some more cockpits. And on the other team, we got Lizardhide bringing yet another railfan with some good rotation speed, and Charybdis in a missile orbiter with a couple EMPs at the rear and some disruptors as well. All players making their way toward each other now, but Salevs realizes he's about to engage into a 2v1, so he's holding off, waiting for Gleedon to come and help him out. Ideally, since they both have rail fans, they'd want to focus one target as they won't be able to face towards the both of them. And rails are known for picking out critical components. Looks like Charybdis is going to go towards Gleedon, and Lizardhide is going to engage Salevs. Ooh. And Lizardhide gets a pretty good first volley here, removing a lot of armor on that center column, creating a weak spot. But Salev is now doing his best, spreading out the rest of the damage. Looks like he's holding his fire, trying to get a flanking shot. Oh no, Lizardhide's not rotating fast enough. And he is down for the count. Salev's nailing that reactor and destroying all the command rooms, leaving Charybdis to have to carry his team, but I don't think he realizes Salez is right behind him now. And that's game. Team 2 taking the win. For our next round, we've got both teams with the same players, going back at it for a rematch. Lizardhide and Charybdis bringing back their missile orbiter and railfan, and Salez and Gleeton also bringing back their railfans. And Salez looking like he's going to give Gleeton a little helping hand here by pushing him, which is nice, should allow him to get to the battlefield a little faster. All players now about to enter weapons range. And it looks like Salez is not paying any attention to Charybdis, just gunning it for Lizardhide, who shaves off a bunch of armor in that center column. And Salez once again opting to try to get that flanking shot instead of just whittling down the armor. Gleedon over here taking a lot of missile fire, losing a bunch of thrusters. It will take Charybdis a while before he's able to destroy him though, since he has a lot of cockpits. And Salez outmaneuvering his opponent once again, with Gleeton coming in for the finishing blow from behind, leaving Charybdis to have to fight this 2v1 all by himself. And his odds are not looking good right now, not being stuck in between both of them like that. Perhaps if he's able to push Salez away, he might be able to just fight a 1v1, considering that Gleeton has lost a lot of thrust and might not be able to catch up. And it looks like Charybdis has a lot of factories without power. Might be some logistical issues. However, it doesn't seem to matter that much now, with that medium reactor blowing up, removing half of his firepower and engines. The side armor coming in clutch though, definitely saving him for a little bit longer, as he's desperately maneuvering to try to get away from Salez. Without those right side engines, he's not going to be able to get away here. Salez getting the perfect lineup, and does not destroy the bridge, giving Charybdis a little bit longer to live. Oh, well, medium reactor's gone now, and it looks like Charybdis recognizes that he doesn't have a win condition and forfeits the game. Team 2 wins. Alright, we've got a Series 3 team battle this time, with a couple new players. Lizardhide using his railfan once more. Tomeko bringing an awesome looking diagonal ship with a bunch of nukes. I really like the paint job. Tony using a classic looking iron cruiser. And on the other team, Salevs is back with his railfan. Gleeton using his trusty magnetic stick. and Charybdis using once again his missile orbiter, minus the EMPs and disruptors. Looks like Lizardhide is going to go after Salas once again, with Zemeco going after Gleaton and Tony after Charybdis. The first couple volleys of damage are being exchanged by both sides here, and it looks like I missed it, but Lizardhide got an amazing shot off, destroying Salas' reactor and removing half of his firepower and thrusters. Zemeco over here, encountering a few piloting issues and getting stuck on the rock, with Gleaton capitalizing on his mistake. Tony down here, gunning it for Charybdis, but his shields are going down quickly. He really needs to rotate faster or present some armor. But seems like it's too little too late. However, good damage control. That ship still looks palatable, although that command room is unmanned right now. Zemeco still trying to get off the rock, with Gleaton maintaining distance so he can just farm damage. And Lizardhide slowly drilling through that armor. He really should try to outmaneuver Salas though, considering that Salas can't maneuver properly. Tony hanging on for dear life. But it doesn't seem like he's going to be long for this world. Yep, and he's out. It appears that Zemeco has forfeited, which leaves Lizardhide to have to fight a 1v3. He only has a few precious moments to deal with Salas before Charybdis and Gleaton show up. It appears that he's targeting the command rooms on Salas' ship, meaning that at this range, his rails can't fire at the same spot. He really should target instead a piece of armor or some other component at the front of the ship, so that all of his rails can focus down the same area. As right now, he's just spreading all of his damage at the front. And it appears that his time is up, with Charybdis showing up and those first few volleys of missiles appearing. And Gleaton cleaning up with that last volley from behind. Team 2 wins. We've got another round of 3-3 team battles here. Zemeco bringing an ominous looking missile orbiter. And Baby Rice doing the same with some pretty nice patterns in the design. Over on Team 1, we've got Z James using an ultralight nuke orbiter. Pretty cool stuff. Both teams closing in the distance now, and it looks like Z James and Zemeco are going to be the first two to duke it out. Not sure how well those missiles will do though, considering that Z James has a lot of point defense. Yep, just shredding through it. Salas giving a little bit of a nudge, with another nuke volley hitting Zemeco, but Z James is getting stuck and losing half of his nuke launchers with those missiles hitting inside. That is not ideal. Salas now coming back for the rescue. Over here we've got Lizardhide and Charybdis fighting their own little 1v1 over this side of the map. In the meantime, it looks like Salas managed to snipe out Zemeco's command room, leaving Baby Rice to have to fight a 2v1 all by himself. And that's not a good looking position right there. Yep, there goes his command room. I'm not sure how well he's going to be able to pilot that ship now. Especially since Z James is about to pin him against an asteroid. So that's going to be negating all of that damage potential from Baby Rice with all those missiles just hitting the rock instead. Lizardhide trying to come in for the cheeky finish. Probably should face Charybdis instead with those missiles coming from behind. But he does finish off Baber Ice and is now facing him. Leaving Charybdis to now have to fight a Series 1. Oh, that leftmost reactor is looking really vulnerable now. Couple more shots and that's gonna go. And while he's fighting Lizardhide, Salas is maneuvering around. And all he's gonna take is one good volley. Any moment. And that's all she wrote. Team 1, taking the victory. For this video's final match, I'll be joining the fray as we are down a player. Zameko, using a very interesting looking mine layer with some structure at the front to keep his opponents just far enough so his mines can arm. Lizardhide, bringing again that railfan, and I'll be using my nuke orbiter. On the opposite side, we have Zameko, using a really cool demonic vessel with some ions and rails, and Baber Ice, using a good old-fashioned deck cannon rammer. Zameko seems to be really bold moving so far ahead without the help of his allies, which is going to place him in a dangerous crossfire here. Oh, yep. Whole volley of nukes destroying his rear end as he flies into a bunch of mines. And it looks like all of his command rooms are destroyed. And even if they weren't, Lizardhide finishes him off. I am now maneuvering to get behind Charybdis, holding my fire to get that perfect lineup. Zameko coming in right in front, trying to shoot some mines into his trajectory. Not quite making it. Couple nukes destroying some missile launchers. And now I'm going to line up my other side to take out his bridge. On the other end of the map, Lizardhide is in a precarious position here, as while being rammed, he can't fan properly, so he really needs some help. Z-James trying to come in to give him a little nudge. Shooting a bunch of mines in front, and I'm going to push Baber Ice right into them, completely annihilating his thrusters, so he definitely can't maneuver anymore. And I'm going to keep pushing his side until Lizardhide is able to get away from him just enough to unleash a full volley of rails into his reactor. With a massive chain reaction going off, granting us the victory. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you all next Saturday.